Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pre-AP World History and Geography. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. As always, the materials you need today are your notebook, a pen or pencil, and a quiet place to study. Before you continue, if you have not completed your attendance assignment, please pause this video, complete the attendance assignment that's labeled 429, and then continue on with your classwork. This needs to be completed by 12:40 so that you are marked present for class. Great, so we are going to be shifting gears into Unit 13, and our prompt that we're considering today is, how did Islamic states change from the post-classical era to the early modern era? Let's break down this prompt for historical thinking skill, time period, topic, and spice category. Our historical thinking skill is change and continuity over time because of the keyword change. Our time period is the post-classical into the early modern era. Our topic is Islamic states, and our spice category is political. I'm going to review some of our key terms from quarter 3 and quarter 4 so that you can brainstorm in your notebook some of the knowledge that we have about Islamic states in the post-classical era. Those key terms that I want you to use are Islam, Caliph, Muhammad, Umayyad Caliphate, Abbasid Caliphate, Sunni Shia split, Baghdad and House of Wisdom, and Reconquista. Pause the video, 2 minutes. I want you to brainstorm as much as you can of your knowledge about post-classical Islamic states. Perfect. Before we move on, I want to correct a very common error that I saw on the quarter 3 IA. A lot of us were mixing up Islam as a cultural and a political phenomenon. So Islam as a religion is a cultural entity. It's a monotheistic religion. They follow the 5 pillars of Islam. The Quran is the holy text that is used in the religion, and it was started by the Prophet Muhammad. Seems like 100% of us understand that concept. However, a lot of us were not so clear on Islamic caliphates as a political entity. So anytime you see the word caliphate or state, that changes Islam from a religion into a political entity. So Islamic caliphate is a political state with a Muslim government and an army. This is going to be super important for understanding our content in Unit 13. The religion of Islam is initially founded by Muhammad in the post-classical era, and then the most notable caliphate was the Umayyad Caliphate, which went from 661 to 750 CE. They had large military expansion and were able to conquer large amounts of territory. Then the Abbasid Empire rises after the Umayyad dynasty is overthrown, and the Abbasid develops in the 8th century, and their empire is a little bit smaller, but they're very well known for their cultural achievements, especially in the capital of Baghdad. And in Baghdad, there was the House of Wisdom, where we see the developments in math and science. We also see promotion of literacy, the spread of Arabic as a language, and translation of key ancient texts that preserve them into this day. A key piece of technology that was invented during this time was the astrolabe, and as we know, that's super, super important moving into the early modern era, where the tool is used for maritime exploration and eventually leads to the development of the maritime empires that we've been talking about for the past couple weeks. But in the post-classical era, the Abbasid Caliphate ends up falling to the nomadic invasions. Notably, this capital city of Baghdad is destroyed in the 13th century by the Mongol Empire. And at the time that it was destroyed, it was one of the most wealthy and also one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world, and it kind of devastated the Muslim world because that key city was destroyed. But after the fall of the Mongol Empire, we see 3 key Islamic states that start to become more powerful and develop during the early modern era. Now, these empires are overland empires as opposed to those maritime empires that we've been talking about. That means that in order to expand and conquer this territory, it's done in the more traditional methods that we've spoken about in the post-classical and the classical eras. So that means using an army and conquering, taking new lands. These empires had such strong militaries, and a key component of that is their use of military technology, especially gunpowder. They're so well known for this, in fact, that they're often referred to as gunpowder empires. They used this similar traditional methods of centralized bureaucracy to govern and maintain the expansive territory that they conquered. But the Mughal, the Ottoman, and the Safavid empires, while they do have some key similarities, mainly strong militaries and their use of centralized bureaucracy, we will also further investigate this week and into next week how there are some key differences between the empires as well. Just as a reminder, your Unit 12 assessment is due Friday, May 1st at 5 p.m. If you would like any additional support on this, I am available on Friday during the mastery tutoring sessions, and we can go through everything together and I can help you out there. But for the rest of class today, you are going to read and annotate your documents, and I would suggest as well that you're taking notes in your notebook on the secondary source reading of the Islamic caliphates. You're going to answer the observe and analyze questions. Please make sure that you are commenting on the discussion board because this is graded for your participation grade for the week. Then you're going to complete your exit ticket on the Google document that has your classwork, and that is due tomorrow morning at 8:20. If you do have any questions that come up, I'm available via Zoom call. I'm really excited to see the work that you guys produced today, and I will check back in with you tomorrow.